Good afternoon, I am Julia Arieira. I am a biologist and work in the Scientific Technical Secretariat of the Science Panel for the Amazon, SPA, an international organization under the auspices of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solution Network, which counts on the collaboration of more than 290 scientists to produce knowledge synthesis on the status and threats of the Amazon and propose actionable solutions. In this presentation, I will bring key messages and content from various SPA publications, focusing on two critical solutions pathways: forest restoration and a new socio-bioeconomy centered on healthy standing forests and flowing rivers. Amazonian rainforests holds the greatest tropical forests in the world, around 7 million square kilometers, exerting significant influence on global atmospheric dynamics and standing as a vital part of the planet's ecosystems. Although 82% of its natural vegetation remains standard, Amazonian ecosystems face mounting threats from deforestation, forest degradation, global warming, and forest fires. These challenges are largely driven by agricultural expansion and large-scale infrastructure projects, further undermining the forest's intrinsic values and accelerating its destruction. Climate change and deforestation, environmental degradation, and wildfires form a complex interplay, exacerbating surface warming, disrupting rainfall patterns, diminishing forest regeneration, and accelerating biodiversity decline. These threats are accelerating the path towards an irreversible Amazon tipping point, which may potentially push 10 to 50% of the Amazon forest system toward irreversible degraded states on both local and regional scales. Here you can see 5 tipping points that could lead to an irreversible loss of the Amazon forest resilience. To prevent large-scale tipping points in the Amazon, urgent action is needed to promote forest resilience and strengthen the rights of indigenous peoples and local communities. During COP27 in 2022, SPA launched the policy brief, Arcs of Restoration. This document highlighted the critical need for large-scale forest restoration to strengthen forest rainfall feedback mechanisms across the Amazon and enhance forest connectivity along the Andes-Amazon frontier. It not only helps slow global warming, but also support food security and poverty reduction. Priority was given to regions near tipping points in the 2 deforestation arcs. The Arcs of Restoration initiative was endorsed by the Brazilian government when it launched the Arc of Restoration initiative at the COP28 in Dubai 2023. This initiative is supported by the Brazilian Development Bank and HED+ international funds, aiming to restore 24 million hectares in Brazil by 2050. Restoring 500,000 square kilometers in 2 of the most deforested and degraded regions of the Amazon requires addressing a diverse range of ecological settings. These include resilient landscapes dominated by old-growth forests and older agricultural frontiers characterized by extensive pastures and croplands. The areas targeted for restoration span protected areas, non-designated public lands, rural settlements, and private lands. Each present distinct socioeconomic, legal constraints, and opportunities that must be considered for effective implementation. Restoration at scale can be achieved through 7 complementary targets, as you can see here. The diversity of ecological and socioeconomic conditions in the Amazon requires multiple restoration strategies tailored to local context. The recent SPA policy brief led by Catarina Jakovac and Natalia Nascimento provides an overview of where in the Amazon each method could best fit, emphasizing their distinct socio-economic and ecological benefits and requirements. Here, I will not enter in detail about the methods and give only two examples of forest restoration strategies recommended by this policy brief. Natural forest regeneration, for instance, thrives primarily in less degraded landscapes with high forest cover. It's a cost-effective approach that enhances biodiversity and forest structure, but offers relatively limited direct returns to communities. The other method, biodiverse agroforestry systems, contribute to enhance food sovereignty and aligns with indigenous and local knowledge and cultures, serving as a suitable option, especially for family farming within and outside protected areas. Former and recent policies for the Amazon have largely failed to prioritize the well-being of communities living in the region. Especially, they have overlooked the need for a structural economic transition from low-value extractive activities to high-value production and services. The science panel for the Amazon advocates for the strengthening and development of a socio-bioeconomy centered on the sustainable use and restoration of healthy standing forests and flowing rivers. A socio-bioeconomy provides a sustainable and equitable alternative to current economic models and power structures, addressing systemic inequalities and environmental degradation. This approach aims to support the well-being, knowledge, and territorial rights of indigenous peoples and local communities as all for Amazonian residents. This concept has the potential to benefit both rural and urban communities by improving public health and food security, including access to health and nutritious foods such as fish, fruits, and nuts. Therefore, it excludes activities that drive deforestation and degradation, such as unproductive cattle ranching, crop monocultures, large-scale hydropowers, mining, and overfishing. While there are various initiatives focused on socio-bioeconomies and restoration in the Amazon, they have yet to achieve the scale necessary to drive widespread transformation. To realize the full potential of this effort, science, technology, and innovation will be essential. Thank you very much.